Let me guess. Your paycheck hits your account. You pay rent. You cover groceries. You fill up your car. Maybe you even save a little. And at the end of the month, you're not broke, but you're not really getting ahead either. You're hovering around $5,000, $6,000, maybe $7,000 in savings. Enough to feel safe. Enough to stop panicking. But somehow it never grows past that. And here's the scary part. You've been at roughly the same number for years. If that made you uncomfortable, good. Because that number has a name. It's called the $7,000 comfort trap. And once people fall into it, most never escape. Welcome back to Inside Invests. I spend way too much time thinking about why people get stuck financially, even when they're doing everything right. And if you're someone who earns money, saves a bit, but still feels like wealth is always just out of reach, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today we're talking about why $7,000 feels like safety, but secretly keeps people stuck for decades. Here's the thing. Most people think the hardest part of money is getting out of debt. That's wrong. Others think the hardest part is earning more. Also wrong. The hardest part of money is escaping comfort. And $7,000 is where comfort quietly kills momentum. Let's break this down. According to data from the Federal Reserve, nearly 40% of adults can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money. So if you've got $7,000 saved, you already feel ahead. That number represents 2 to 3 months of expenses. Emergency repairs without panic. The ability to say, I'll figure it out instead of, I'm screwed. And psychologically, that matters a lot. Because once you hit that number, your brain reclassifies your situation. You stop thinking, I need to fix my finances, and start thinking, I'm doing okay. That mental shift changes everything. Here's what most people don't realize. The same mindset that helped you build that $7,000 is the mindset that stops you from ever building $70,000. Behavioral economists call this satisficing. It's when humans stop optimizing once something feels good enough. And money is one of the strongest places this shows up. $7,000 feels like safety. You're no longer fragile. You're no longer desperate. You're no longer forced to change. And the moment desperation disappears, urgency disappears with it. This is where it gets really interesting. Let me show you how this trap actually plays out. Imagine two people. Person one has $800 in savings. Every unexpected bill hurts. Every mistake matters. So they track spending. They say no more often. They look for extra income. They think about money constantly. Now person two reaches $7,000. Suddenly eating out doesn't feel dangerous. Subscriptions feel small. Upgrades feel justified. Saving feels optional instead of urgent. Nothing dramatic changes. Just small leaks. And small leaks destroy long-term wealth. Let's talk numbers. Say you save $500 per month until you reach $7,000. That took discipline, sacrifice, focus. But once you hit that number, saving drops to $150 per month because life feels manageable now. Over 10 years, here's the difference. Saving $500 a month equals $60,000. Saving $150 a month equals $18,000. That's a $42,000 gap. Not because of income, not because of intelligence. Just because comfort replaced urgency. Here's another reason $7,000 feels final. Your brain loves emotional round numbers, not math. $1,000 equals panic relief. $3,000 equals breathing room. $7,000 equals identity. You start seeing yourself as someone who has savings, and identity is sticky. Instead of asking, how do I grow this? You ask, how do I protect this? And protection doesn't build wealth. Now you might be thinking, isn't having an emergency fund a good thing? Yes, it absolutely is. But here's the difference nobody explains. An emergency fund is supposed to be a floor, not a ceiling. Most people build the floor and then sit on it forever. This trap is dangerous because it doesn't hurt. You're not stressed. You're not broke. You're not failing. You're just stagnant. And stagnation feels comfortable. That's why nobody talks about this. There's another layer here. Once people feel safe, spending doesn't explode. It expands quietly. Better groceries, more convenience, fewer no's. And because the increases are small, they feel harmless. But psychologically, spending replaces saving as the reward. Instead of thinking, I saved money, I'm winning, you start thinking, life feels easier, so I must be winning. That's a dangerous swap. Here's the truth. Most people don't fail financially because they make bad decisions. They fail because nothing forces them to make better ones. Pain creates growth. Comfort preserves habits. And $7,000 removes just enough pain to stop progress. What's wild is that even people who escape this trap often fall into another one. $15,000, $25,000, 1 year of expenses. Same psychology, different number. Which tells us something important. This isn't about money. It's about how humans respond to safety. So how do you escape the $7,000 comfort trap? First, reframe the purpose of the money. Stop calling it my savings. Start calling it my launch pad. Money without a mission becomes emotional padding. Second, set a new uncomfortable target. Your brain needs tension. Pick a number that feels slightly unrealistic. $15,000, $25,000, $50,000. $7,000. Not because you need it, but because comfort must be replaced with direction. Third, separate safety from growth. Emergency money stays untouched. Growth money gets invested automatically. When everything sits in one account, comfort always wins. Fourth, automate your escape. Comfort thrives on choice. Automation removes choice. If the money leaves your account before you feel it, lifestyle can't absorb it. Finally, replace the reward loop. Stop rewarding yourself with spending. Reward yourself with progress, net worth tracking, milestones, visual proof of growth. Your brain needs feedback. Just give it the right kind. Here's the moment people finally break free. When they realize feeling safe isn't the same as building wealth. Safety protects the present. Wealth builds the future. If you've got $7,000 saved, you didn't fail. You did something most people never do. Just don't let that win become your stopping point. Because the most dangerous financial position isn't being broke. It's being comfortable and stuck. If this video made you rethink your savings number, hit the like button. It really helps. Subscribe for clear, honest conversations about money that actually change how you think. And ask yourself this tonight: is my money protecting me or quietly holding me back? I'll see you in the next one.